All right, I am live. Okay, so I'm going to do your weekly reading for November 9th to November 15th, all right? So, but before that, I kind of want to talk about mala beads. So I really like these beads a lot. I've been very fascinated with them recently. So I just purchased these. They're so nice. This is a mala bead, okay? I believe this is howlite crystal and turquoise too, right? So I'm going to talk a little bit about this bead because I think it can help you guys if you guys decide to purchase one. So I'm just going to talk about it a bit. All right, so one important thing is that this is actually a symbol of the divine. So when we use mala beads, we have to be mindful that we're actually communicating with the divine. It's a very powerful tool that we can use in order to set forth intentions for ourselves, and it has powerful energy. And a mala basically is, I think it has 108 beads. And this one is a guru bead. So there's also guru beads. I think there's one in the bottom, and I think there's one in the top. I believe this one would be the guru bead. So that's what it is. So basically what I found really interesting is that when we use them, we have to be mindful of how we hold them, because each finger actually represents each element, right? So the thumb basically would be the earth element. The index finger would be the fire element. The middle finger would be the sky, so ether basically, right? And then and this one would be water, and then this one would be air. So when you do pray on mala beads or chant mantras, we basically have to hold it with our thumb and the middle finger, right? Not with our index finger, because I believe the index finger, since it's fire, it's more related to the ego. So we want to be more connected with the ether, with the sky, right? With the divine. So we hold it this way. Hi, Kevin. Thank you. They're pretty. It's my favorite color, with the light blue and turquoise. So when you pray on the beads, basically, you would have to move each bead with your thumb and middle finger, right? So it's kind of like you're bringing the heavens to the earth, right? So without the index. And so you would continue your mantra, moving it like this, right? With your thumb and praying it like this, right? So each bead saying a mantra until you reach all the way around to the guru bead. So apparently you can't cross the guru bead. Once you reach the guru bead, you have to go back. So you don't cross it. So you go around and then you go back around. So that's how you use the guru bead. So I'm gonna read a little bit about it. So that's how you use the mala. So a mala is simply a string of beads that are used in meditation practice, okay? So that's the purpose of it. It is a tool to help you count mantras and act as a tactile guide as you sit in silence. Okay, so when you use it, you just have to sit in silence in a meditative pose, right? And then with the middle finger and the thumb holding the beads, right? Because the earth and ether, the divine, the sky. And then you'll move it, each bead counting, I think, 108, I believe, is the total amount of beads. And there are different mantras that you can chant, actually. One is called Om Mani Padme Hum. And that one is, I'm just going to translate it here. So Om Mani Padme Hum. And it says, basically means, O radiant jewel in the lotus of my heart, please shine brightly. May my heart have the strength to feel compassion for all sentient beings. So that's if you want to kind of set out compassion to all sentient beings, love and light to everyone. So every morning or at night, just sit and then say those mantras out loud. Another one is Om Shanti. So Om Shanti, Om. So that one is, I believe, a mantra of peace. So Om is a sacred word that is recognized universally as a sacred sound, the Om. The mantra Om purifies our mind and soul and takes our incarnated soul closer to our higher soul. Shanti is the Sanskrit word for peace. So if you want to, set an intention for peace for you and your family members, loved ones, or for yourself, that's a good mantra. But there's different types of mantras that you can research online, and there's lots of wonderful chants you can do. So I kind of wanted to show that because I find it very interesting. So the guru bead. So when you do reach the guru bead actually represents darkness to light. So when we do the mantra all the way to the guru bead, you're basically moving past darkness and reaching into the light. So moving past ignorance, right? And kind of reaching a form of enlightenment, right? Or some sort of healing, right? And we can't cross it around as a circle. So once we go up, we go back down. So there's a lot of information. You can research it online. So, yes. So the one I have is howlite and turquoise. So this is, for example, if I use it, I'm going to use it to aid me in insomnia. That's one, especially when caused by an overactive mind, which that's something I have. I have a very overactive mind. Formulates ambitions and aids in achieving them. Howlite strengthens memory and stimulates desire for knowledge. It teaches patience and helps to eliminate rage, pain, and stress. A calming stone. Howlite calms communication, facilitates awareness, and encourages emotional expression. So if you guys struggle with that, I suggest buy a howlite crystal. So this mala bead has a bunch of howlite crystals and turquoise. So this one is more for purification, serenity, and protection, right? Turquoise is a purification stone. So it dispels negative energy. So this is one of the reasons why I got a mala bead, is because I do want to kind of dispel negative energy, because we tend to receive psychic attacks once in a while, right? And I tend to receive them a lot. I tend to be sensing a lot of psychic attacks lately. So it can be worn to protect against outside influences or pollutants in the atmosphere. Turquoise balances and aligns all the chakras, stabilizing mood swings and instilling inner calm. It is an excellent for depression and exhaustion. It also has the power to prevent panic attacks, okay? So turquoise promotes self-realizations and assists creative problem solving. It is a symbol of friendship and stimulates romantic love. So all this helps as well. So if getting a mala that has these kind of specific crystals that you need to help assist you in a certain way, then that can be very helpful, right? And there's so many mantras to chant, basically. So you just need to look them up online. So yeah, that was my explanation about mala beads. I'm very fascinated with them right now. So okay, so I'm gonna get started with you guys' weekly readings. So I'm gonna be using, like always, the Witch's Tarot and the Psychic Tarot Oracle cards. Okay. So I think there was a lot of magic last week. A lot of interesting things happened, I felt, last week. A lot of, I was a witch last week. So that was a lot of magic. I used my cauldron and set intentions for myself after the live session. So I hope everybody set their intentions too and wrote it in a paper. And during the full moon, I also charged my crystals. And when I took them out in the morning, they were so fresh and energized. So crystal clear. Such a clean energy. I love it. So I also made moon water. So I have it in a big jar. And I was like taking a look at the moon water, and I'm like, oh, wow, there's no bubbles in it. It's so crystal clear still. So that's how you can tell there's real magic in the moon water. So you can use it for your sessions, just spray it around, and to set a clear energy. All right, so this is for November 9th to the 15th. Okay? All right, guys, so let's see. For the first days of the week, then following up on the middle of the week, and at the end of the week. Okay. So we start with the star. Okay. So the star is really suggesting that this week it's all going to be about healing, right? Anything that we have been going through lately, there's going to be opportunity for healing this week. In the beginning of days of the week, things are going to be assisting you, I feel. Okay. Not only with people, but energetically, I feel too. Like I feel like the energies are going to be much more crystallized. I feel like much more soothing for us, whereas they were very. It was pretty overwhelming, right? The energies were pretty overwhelming, and now this week it seems like things are going to calm down. There's going to be more of a light energy. It's going to feel more cleansed, right? Just like how we charge our crystals, we're also going to be charged this week, I feel. So the star is about also getting assistance from higher realms. You know, when I look at these stars, I feel like it's our star brothers and sisters, or their ascended masters, or light beings, or guardian angels just watching over us, our spirit guides, loved ones, and they're there watching you grow and develop, right? And confront these trials, right? And tribulations. And I feel like they're going to be pouring down their healing waters for you now, meaning that, you know, it's kind of like when we do a test and we pass through it, or we kind of want to recharge ourselves. They're going to help us recharge energetically. So there's going to be some form of assistance to help us with our energies and to soothe us a bit more so we can start being more at peace, okay? This is also a card of being more optimistic of certain situations that have happened in your surrounding, that things are going to be much more on the bright side. So if things looked like they weren't going anywhere, this is a good sign that things are going somewhere. And there's going to be a level of hope and faith again inside of you. So you're going to be super charged up this week, okay? So speaking of being super charged up, because of the healing energies that are going to be provided for you, we have the Knight of Wands going a bit in the middle of the week, right? So Knight of Wands is all about fire, getting that energy back. So having that boost and will to push forward towards your goals and ambitions, right? So the Knight of Wands is a very ambitious individual and will do anything at all costs to get what he or she wants, right? So it's a fire element that's going to push you forward to achieve certain things, right? That perhaps were difficult before because of certain trials and challenges that we faced, right? So in the beginning, we were going through challenges, right? And so that's why we're getting certain assistance to heal ourselves, right? And certain things are much more on the bright side, and we have more faith on towards the situation. And then as we progress, we're going to have that energy again, that boost of energy again to push us forward in what we need to do, right? And catch up on things that were left behind, that we procrastinated perhaps, and we're going to just march like a rocket, I feel. It's a very boost of energy, so prepare yourself. Probably it's going to be delivered from higher realms, higher assistance. So get ready, because things are going to move very quickly. That's what I feel. So you're gonna be very busy, but it's gonna be more like a fun busy, like you're passionate in what you're doing, right? So things are gonna start to accelerate for you around the middle of the week. So get prepared, okay? Or you're just gonna be more driven to things, okay? In a romantic sense, this is also a card of chasing, right? Where there's passion and love as well. So with your spouse or romantic interest or partner, it's going to be a perfect time for passion to be ignited as well. Okay, now as we end the week, we have the hangman. So the hangman is about kind of surrendering to a situation, kind of allowing things to be in flow, as they should be. The hangman is kind of seeing things as what they are and kind of accepting it and just allowing things to take place without you needing to control the situation as much, right? Sometimes, things are not in our control, and higher forces basically have more control of the situation than we do, because we only see things in a very narrow-minded view, right? And because of this limited mindset, this three-dimensional mindset, that it's difficult to see things in a broader perspective, right? But they can, you know our brothers and sisters out there can definitely see things in a broader perspective, or beings from a higher realm. So in this case, you kind of have reached certain trials and challenges and have reached a state of understanding, or a sense of enlightenment, and are kind of surrendering to the situation and just allowing things to be, right? And so this is going to help for things to start brewing, to start moving, right? So that without you needing to do much, actually, because sometimes we need to just step back and just see how things unfold, right? So that's what Spirit is asking as well, is to just be patient and just wait, okay, for things to slowly start to unfold, right? So just surrender and see how things will show up for you, okay? So that's what I see for the weekly reading. So I'll take out some cards from the not the Sacred Rebel, sorry, the Psychic Tarot, okay? Solar Plexus Chakra. Oh my gosh, that's quite a boost of solar energy, solar power. That's what I feel, that confidence coming back, that thrive, that ambition, and that I feel like this is really connected to the Knight of Wands. So this is what's going to be activated in the middle of the week. So I feel once you work on your solar plexus, and you get that power back, that confidence backing within yourself. If it has been damaged or if it has been closed, work on it this week, because work on a solar plexus, because as soon as you work on it, you're gonna march like a rocket. That's what I feel with the Knight of Wands. Okay, and these two work together. Fire element, very boost of a passion and enthusiasm and excitement, right? So that's going to help you a lot. So Spirit is really suggesting, if you want support on that, you want to work on that, then solar plexus is the way to go. All right. So let's take more cards for this week. Oh, nice. We have Rejoice and Celebration. So we have the Three of Cups. That's great. So you're going to loosen up a bit. You're going to be a bit more relaxed and kind of enjoy stuff, or enjoy events with your friends or family members. So it's really asking you to loosen up a bit. And this week, just hang out with other people, or get together with people that are like-minded, or that you just vibe very easily. And it's really telling you to kind of relax. There's going to be like a reunion, or a get together, or lots of loving connection that is out there for you, available for you. Sometimes, we push these opportunities away. Sometimes the opportunities are right there in front of us, but we tend to push it away. And I feel like it has something to do with this solar plexus chakra, whereas like we lack confidence in ourselves. Perhaps it's been closed, it's been damaged, so we kind of hide ourselves a bit, right? But when we work on the solar plexus, it's going to give us a boost of confidence and energy to kind of allow yourself to get out there a bit and socialize, right? Or mingle, or just push yourself to be a little bit extroverted, right? And have fun. Life is also a playground. You can't always take things very serious, right? It's also a place to enjoy and learn as you enjoy, as you play, right? Play a little. So this week is telling you to have fun and play a little, okay? And you're going to realize there are some connections out there available for you that you can really feel fulfilled with, right? Because, you have the Ace of Cups here in the center. So definitely suggesting happiness and joy. Okay, so yeah, so that was my weekly reading. I kind of want to take one more. Something's asking me to take one more card. Okay. Spiritual strength. All right, so spiritual strength. You're going to need some emotional strength this week as well. I feel like because of these challenges you've been going through, it's what's pushing you away to socialize, I feel. And it's been quite a battle, lifting this heavy weight. But there's so much wisdom within you and strength to push it forward, right? Spiritual strength that has helped you push forward in certain trials and tribulations. I think this is what's been delaying this, right? So I feel like once we get past through this, and once we heal, right? And once we heal the solar plexus as well, the healing energies of the beginning of the week, I think could be like assisting your solar plexus as well. That's going to help you to allow yourself to loosen up and then just enjoy the simple pleasures of life, I feel, right? So yeah, so this is one of the reasons, one of the things that is weighing you down, basically, right? And this challenge that you're going through, right? The spiritual it's spiritual strength that you are requiring that uses a lot of energy basically within you, right? But once you have gone through those inner reflections and inner challenges, I think things are now going to loosen up for you, and you're going to be able to enjoy better. Okay, all right, guys. So that was my weekly reading. I hope you enjoyed this weekly reading, and I really suggest you get mala beads. Okay, I really love this, and I'm gonna definitely meditate on it, right? Because it is a powerful tool. It is a tool of the divine, and if we do mantras and we do chant on them, you'll see how powerful they kind of come and assist you. Okay, so I really suggest you get them and meditate on them. And if you want to know more details on how to use them, you can just look online. I'm just showing you what I'm into. So yeah. All right, guys. So have a wonderful week, and I'll see you guys in my next video. All right. Have a good one. Bye.